Let it flow and lose yourself in the dark moon radio. There we go, all up and running. Good morning, welcome to the Dark Moon Radio Show. Okay, whoa, yes. Today I'm feeling pretty rough. Okay, so I'm here. I haven't got the energy that I usually have. So tough. You get what's here. Oh, hello, YouTube. I think YouTube's on it. Good. I don't care if it isn't. To be honest, it's one of those. I've got a nice cup of tea. It's a rainy, wet, miserable day out on the towpath. In fact, it's just sort of bleh. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty bleh myself. So we will just potter along. We're just gonna be nice. Learn to be a friend to yourself, not your critic, not your judge, your friend. That's where it starts. It's Dark Moon Radio. Yeah, just gonna be a friend. So it means that I'm just gonna take it easy. Just gonna be, just take it really easy. Let's make sure all my dials are up. There we go. Okay. So yes, easy, easy, easy. So I'm gonna play you some tunes. We're just gonna potter along and just wait for the mood to pass. You know, some moods are here to stay. Some moods can pass fairly easy. I haven't got any chocolate. That's a sad thing. So I've just got a cup of tea, and basically we just sit and we wait for the mood to pass. Even if it's at a low ebb, we'll still have it. What do we play? I don't know. Just that one. Okay, this is a little bit of it. Just to try and perk myself up just a tiny bit.
The passing of time, but it is a good concept to put into rhyme. It goes too fast or too slow. My brain is always on the go. It was an inflicted thing that watches you tick while it rings. We strap it to us to make sure that time is correct through each door. To be in the right time and place can be a wait or a race, even though it keeps us in an unnatural line that the prevailing reality bounds us in time with a merciless agreed upon system of rules that keep us dancing like a bunch of clockwork tools.
Okay, well, that made me smile. That was a start. Okay, that was a good start. Yeah, that's AI. Now, I'm reading a science fiction book all about how AI of the future. Yeah, I'm just trying to helps calm my brain down because it just worries about stuff. And it's also forgetful. It's like I had to fill in a form. I filled in a form. I spent hours filling in this freaking form. And I don't know, I put it into my bag. It's not there. I don't know what I did with this form. And I got to post it. I don't know what I did with the form. So yeah, I was like, okay, let's just read a book. Calm down. It'll turn up. And the other thing is my watch. I got given a present of a lovely watch. And I don't know where that's gone. It might have gone down the side of the bed and I can't find it. So yeah, there's like, breathe, breathe, and again. So yeah, things are a little, I get also that they're minor things. And as soon as I calm down, then I will be able to solve these things. But so I was reading a book. I'm reading a book, a Kindle book on science fiction, and it is how basically AI is taking over the world. Well, and they've got these two AIs, and one of them is designed to mimic empathy and compassion and get on well with children, getting on well with humans, and the other one is logical and precise and knows what it's doing. And these facts, and then there's the emotion, and they're merging them into one. It's going to merge into one, and it's like, uh-oh, it's all going to go horribly wrong because that's the story. But you can see how that somebody has taken perhaps something like AI, OpenAI and Claude, and thinking, right, if they just sort of merged into one, what of a mess we'd get. I don't know. I don't know where the story is going, but it's interesting how it's reflecting real world possibilities. But I kind of like, well, I grew up basically during the Cold War. You know, we were going to have the nuke dropped on us any day now. And it's like, okay, well, it didn't happen. So anything that isn't that is probably good. That's pretty, like, the end of the world is nice stuff, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I think we just sort of alter and change. Don't know. It's too big subjects for me to dwell on. So we will just play a tune.
Until the weakest stands restored, I will remain. Heart to heart, thread to thread, break and open apart. Keys for change, warmth for cold, hands that are steady, the strongest hold. May I become a shelter for the homeless, a bridge across the waters that divide. May I be warmth where darkness freezes. A steady hand that guides and no longer about. For every heart hatred softens, hope takes root. I am the ground open. I am the truth for every soul change. May I remember the key until the last tear dries, until fear loses its grip. May I not sleep in easy peace, while suffering still speaks. where hatred burns, anger met. Let me show you understanding, brought it soul by grace. Walk to war where despair roots deep. Let me sit and plant hope until the weak down for those who stumble. Let me be the solid ground for those who can't see in the dark. Let my presence be enough. Every face my own I see, every eye reflecting me. Every face I see, every eye reflecting me. Every face my own I see, every eye reflecting me. Until the weakest stands restored, I will remain.
Yes, I will remain. I will. I'm just looking at the weather and I'm thinking, well, there you go. That is my mood. And you're like, well, the weather reflects an awful lot of our emotional content. If we really look at it, on a nice sunny day, everyone feels better. As simple as that. And here we are on a overcast, rainy day. It might clear up later. Yeah, it has its possibilities. It was pretty much overcast yesterday as well, so. And I guess everything needs a water, but we get an awful lot of water in the UK. We get an awful lot of raining. It is what it's famous for. But I'm just looking at how, it affects my mood. So this is like the outside influences. Because I'm feeling blurred. You just want to, I don't know, sit down and maybe go back to sleep and wake up again. But never mind. I will play some nice music. But it's yesterday I went for a walk with the dog. Now I'm trying to, some days when I walk, I'm all over the place. I'm wobbly, and yesterday was one of them. And we've got a gangplank now. That's basically, it's very, very like large amount of, you've got to take at least 2 steps. And when I step on my ankles, they wobble. And it's like, they've given way a couple times. I think the chances of me ending up in the water crossing that gangplank has just like got bigger. Probabilities are like, a probability might happen there that I end up in the water. Now I haven't fallen in yet, not completely. My foot's fallen in, I think got wet a couple times, but that's when we move in the boat. But no, I haven't fallen in yet. But I'm looking at this gangplank thinking, well, it might happen. That'll make me laugh. And then it will think, keep my phone dry. Things like that. But I was also looking at stuff like, I was writing poetry. I was writing poetry and it's not very good. I used to be better. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to hold a vision or an idea in my head, and then I try and weave poetry around it. And then I can put it into the AI, which can actually turn it into music. So, but I tried that, and no, it wasn't very good poetry, and the song came out really weird. So, okay, we've got to actually hold a better and clearer vision of what I'm trying to actually say. What is the mood that I'm trying to? It's creating is coming in fits and starts. I did a Patreon post yesterday, and yeah, just as sort of an update. If anybody's interested, I don't really care. I have to do this, and yes, a little update. My Dark Moon Delirium post was on the weekend because it was Dark Moon, or New Moon if you like, and it's called Plant the Bloody Seeds Already. Just get on with it. People are, I've got to plant this, I've got to plant, just do it. Just do it, all right? Yeah, I'm very flippant with my astrology Because, look, I'm not an astrologist. I have no aspirations of being an astrologist. I just take a little bits of information and wisdom and make it my own. And, I enjoy watching where the moon is. I enjoy the stars and the whole thing. When I was a kid, I was doing this, this sort of the 12 systems of galaxies that we kind of we move in and out, constellations as we move in and out. I was interested in that for a while, but there isn't 12, there is actually 13, and we scrubbed out the snake version, and that really used to annoy me, because it's like, well, if you're doing all the mathematical calculations and there's actually 13 and you're doing mathematical calculations for 12, then you're going to screw it all up. It's just like, I've never understood the whole mathematical thing. If you're going to get it precise and together, then use 13, because that's how many we go through. Instead, they don't. So it's like, okay, nobody's actually explained that to me in a way that I will accept. So I take the piss out of it. So if the dark moon is in Taurus, as it was over the weekend, then I'm going to take the piss out of it. It's gently, in a sort of the English way of taking the piss out of things, that it's like, sorry, I'm not buying into it. But the where is the that was the latest post. It wasn't the latest post. Ugh. Everything's too much. How about refresh the page? Might help. Yeah, we go, Towpath News. So the Towpath News is just gently saying recovery. Yeah. It looks very, I mean, I can understand people who've gone through stroke saying that, people don't take into effect they've had a stroke. I haven't got any, I'm not missing a limb. It's everything is looking okay. On the outside, it looks like very little is happening. Right. Inside, I have never been so messed around ever before. I would say puberty probably came close to it. But it's like, yeah, you're trying to build an old railway. I was trying to, there's a railway track that goes other side of the canal, and with pretty much wherever you go on a canal, there's usually a railway line pretty close by. But this old railway, it's like I was watching the trains go by, and I was thinking, that's how my brain is trying to rewire itself. It's like the trains are still going by, and I'm trying to rebuild the track, because the track is now taking you somewhere else, and it's like, and there was a little bit of disruption to the line, and you're still trying to build it while the trains are going by. It's like, it doesn't work very well. Sometimes it works, the signals are there and it reroutes them, it's fine. Other days, the entire system, yeah, damp pigeons and vague optimism. There's a lot of damp pigeons out there, but it's like wing and a prayer, basically. Wing and a prayer. Yeah. But it's also, healing is less about getting back to normal, and it's learning how to inhabit a slightly altered landscape without fighting it every step of the way. And it's tough, because you keep looking for the old pathways. You keep looking for the old you. And it's like, it's not there. So you fake it, mimic it. I can pretty much see what other people want to see. And yeah, it's not normal. There's not getting back to normal. There is working with what you've got. And I get this. I do. And I'm not fighting it that much. I'm just aware that other people expect the old me. And it's like, well, I don't know where she is right now. Please leave your name and number after the beep, and I will get back to you. And I will find my own rhythm. And it's like, yeah, there's no actual choice in this. Yes. But normal is so far away, and my body is tremors. I've got essential tremors, which means that when I walk, I wobble all over the place. And by the looks of things, I'm gonna fall in off this fucking gangplank. Whoa! Yes, I know, I'm cross. But it was my idea to move the boat. I wanted to move the boat, and we couldn't find a place that it's very shallow here. So you've got shallow water. You can't get close enough to put the gangplank all the way in. And I'm terrified of going to fall in. I was just going to think the idea, if I fall in, well, you just get out, brush yourself off, take your wet clothes off, strip off. That would be fun. Fat half-naked broad on the canals. No, don't have that image in your mind. Don't do it. And then just get some clean clothes, dry yourself off, and what's the problem? Yeah. I'm scared. Okay.
You walked through fire so many times and never asked for anything. That's strength. That's you. That's the Dark Moon Radio.
That's the Dark Moon Radio. Okay, so I spun this a while back, and of course all of my music was done. Or I haven't created pretty much anything apart from the odd bad poetry and blog posts since my stroke. And my stroke is coming up now for 2 months. I have got to start creating again. I'm going to get over this hump. Even if it's bad, I've got to start creating again. As soon as I get this poem out and sorted, I'm going to see if I can record it. I stutter a lot from the recording, and that annoys me. And I'm rubbish at editing. Ah, well. Wealth spells. Anybody want a wealth spell? Anyone need some money? Don't we all? Okay, let's put in a wealth spell.
As I listen to these sounds and see shapes in my mind, the pathways I rise intentions aligned with golden thread and my breath so still. I call abundance to meet my will. No force is needed, no greedy pull. The flow arrives when my heart is full. Money moves where clarity grows, golden doors open, and opportunity flows. With every loop the spell takes hold, not bought, not borrowed, but wisely bold. With every loop the spell takes hold, not bought, not borrowed, but wisely bold. Aligned with truth and grounded in grace, prosperity finds its rightful place. Round and round the spiral I work through shadowed doubts and past old toils. I rise in worth, I claim my space. Wealth walks towards me at its pace. I rise in worth, I claim my space. Wealth walks towards me at its pace.
That was a nice quick one. That was a wealth song. Spells. I put my spells to music, and then I put some hypnosis, and I put some things on top, and yeah, we're like, okay, I quite like them. Do you like them? I don't know. Some people think it's weird. I think it's weird, but I still like them. I like weird stuff. But there we go. Let's put something in the YouTube chat, just to those people as are here. Peoples are here. I am here. Here I am. And I'm still here. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it sometimes. Feels like I'm like underwater already. Yeah, maybe I fell in already. But we will keep trying. We will just keep bobbing along. Welcome to the Dark Moon Radio. Let's get real. Yeah, I don't know how real you can get while you're feeling like you're underwater. As I said, the weather might be affecting me. Not sure. Let's have the shattering. Now, there's a shattering. This tune is actually on YouTube, and nobody's listened to it. Everybody, I usually get at least like one, maybe two people listen to it. Nobody's listened to this one. It's a little bit. It's a little bit strong and potent. It's a little bit intense. That's how I was feeling at the time. In the hollow where it hurts lives deep. I will not turn my face away. What bleeds in me refuses to sleep. So I will stay. Fly away. I must stay. I wish I hear. I see. I hear. Not to cure, not to mend. They hurt. Not to wrap it in gentle lies. But to see the wound for what it I see, I witness, I stand. I will not harm the sky. And if I fall, I will not stay down. This is pain. I hear it, I witness it, I see it. I hear it, I witness it, I see it. I'm the keeper and the kept, the candle and the watching eye. I hold the vigil where I've wept, and I stay here while I cry. Let me breathe into it with another breath. That's all I can manage, just one more breath. It's there, it won't go away. I may be left in this forever. It's still there. I'm gonna stand. This pain is not my enemy. Stand. It speaks of what I've had to be. Everywhere I've been alone. How I learned to cope. I will cope. Coping is what I do. I will bloom. Let it bloom as water blooms. Let it break as breaking down. I'm here inside this aching room. I'm scared. It may be there forever. I will stand. This will pass. I know the path. The youth is not a failing mark. The sorrow is not shame. I leave it here inside the dark. I call it by its name. I know I will feel, but I might break. I might shatter into 1,000 pieces. And then there's nothing left. I will not rush to make it small or dress it up in hope. I witness how the hurt keeps going. How I learn to get up again and again. But I'm tired. I'm tired of getting up. I'm tired of rising again. Not by pursuit, not by light, not by turning to song of singing, but by sitting in a sacred night. Thank you, pain. Fucking piece of shit, pain. You bring me to my knees again. But I will still rise. I'm large enough to hold the breaking and the whole. The story that my body's told. The fracture down the soul. I will be free of you. Maybe not this breath. Maybe not that breath. But there will be a breath that comes that I am free of this pain. Past history. So here I stand. So here I cope to every other thing. So far I will. The deepest magic is the ache is mine. If I own, I will not cast it out. I'm never quite alone. I love you. Thank you. I have gratitude. I am trying to stay. This ache is mine. Just to get own. I do not cast it out. I'm never, ever quite alone. And where there is gone, witness is what love's really all about. Where it goes, I will remain. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? The shattering. If you've never been shattered, yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, it's not something that people tell you about. Oh, and I don't know. There's things on TikTok, I suppose, where they're telling you, yeah, you see the pain in the eyes, you see them being shattered. So maybe it's coming out. But it's like, okay, we've all been there. And everybody has been brought to their knees somewhere along the line. And it's trying to just recognize it. It's like, but I don't want to talk too much about that today. I'll burst into tears or something.
The dark isn't empty. It's full of people who are coping quietly and learning the long way back.
No, the dark is definitely not empty. And actually, I'm more happier in the dark than I am sort of sitting in the rain and listening to things shatter, listening to your life shatter around you and not know what the next step is. Because, yeah, I don't know what the next step is. I don't have an answer because basically I'm too close to the problem. Now, I probably would like to find somebody who could maybe point me in the right direction, but I've never been very good at finding people like that. It's like you look at them and you think, okay, well, they could give me a unbiased view. I think that's probably all we can get from one another, really. As unbiased as you can get. But one of my friends on Facebook sent me something through this morning that, yeah, I'm not entirely sure I was up for it, really, to be honest. I'm like, not sure that I wanted to see that sort of thing. But it's going back to the psychic chat lines. Yeah. And it's even a company I used to work for. Way, way back. We're talking a good 10, 12, 13 years ago. Yeah, I was like, okay, that. Working for the chat lines. Now, there's major problems working for chat lines. One, it's for entertainment only, and it's not entertaining. It's not entertaining probably for anyone at all. That's just a legal loophole so that you can get out of taking responsibility. And I get very upset with that sort of thing. However, it's a way of earning income if you're desperate. Okay. And also, another line is that the people on the phone ringing the chat line, psychic chat line, are desperate. And is it better that somebody who isn't working for entertainment, I have the skill set and I can help them? Yeah. On that, I have no doubts. I have doubts about a lot of things, but my ability to read tarot is just, I just easy. It's easy for me. And working for a chat line again, my other thing is I can't do one after another. Phew. I'm not a machine. So somebody is queuing for you, and you're like, well, you've just done a heartbreaking, total shattering of one person's life. And then you've got to go into somebody who is saying, is he coming back? Is he coming back? And you're like, it's I can't do that. I can't bounce from one person to the next. The emotional, like, sucks you down and it drowns you. You know, you can drown in other people's emotional problems. So I probably can't do it right now. But whether I should look at it in the future and see if I can come back. I've looked at it over and over again, and each time I burn out really quick. And each time it's like, too much, can't do it. No, I can't do one after another. But also the money was rubbish. But by the looks of things, this one that she's sent me, the money is a lot better. I was earning about £5 an hour at one stage on one of the chat lines. Oh, well, if you do more hours, you can get more money. Fuck off. Just right off. These people are insane. And it's like, I'm not gonna just add to the misery of the world by just spouting out rubbish. I have to do, I have to follow my own ethics and my morality so I can sleep, I can live with myself afterwards and sleep well. I wrote a book called Beyond the Shallow End. It's out on Lulu. Lulu's useless, absolutely useless as a publishing thing. I think you've got to not only publish it on your Lulu, you've got to just have a shop as well. Otherwise, they can't sell it for you. And then general distribution is so freaking confusing, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I divert. I will get my book on it's an ebook displayer called Hazine, something like that. I like it very much, and I will get my books out there so that they can be bought. But if you go onto weavesofwaves.net, you can find my book, and I go into how I hate the industry of the psychic chat lines. I hate it with a vengeance because it's just made an absolute mockery of what should be very compassionate, empathetic way of going about it. And maybe it wasn't them that did it. Maybe it was like, all the cross my palm with silver and it's all sort of lucky heather and stuff like that. Yeah, that may have attributed it to. Because it should be counseling. It should be done dignified. Somebody needs to talk. Somebody has got a lot of problems and stuff, and they'd like to talk about it. And apart from counseling, where do they go for that? And you'll find a lot of them end up on the psychic chat lines. That's not necessarily a good place to be, because those girlies probably do 6 of those an hour and the sex chat line as well, and it gets a little bit, the frontline ones, when they're not trained in counseling, and yet that's what they're doing big time. And respect if they can keep doing that, but hey, I took some counseling courses. I've got a level 3 counseling because I recognize you need to have qualifications and some standards. But some of them also have got experience. Maybe they've been doing it 20, 30 years. Who knows? But all I do know is that the people they're working for are pretty bastards. We shall see. This world seems designed to lose all you can hold. Letting go of what since birth you've been sold. Finding a reason no one else has a truth. And not getting bogged down in the obvious con. Tough line to walk, but we're told not to talk. But in my dreams and reasons I find designed to so many ways you can hold, letting go of what since birth that you've been sold. No one else has a truth that you can call your own. But you can borrow them until you find it, one that you can call your own. Reasons are yours to find and let flow, and once found you are seriously in the know. Once found you are seriously. They'll tell you how to think and feel, promise you some grand ideal, but their compass won't point you home. Seems designed to you have to wander the world alone, so you're letting go of what since birth through the doubt. And that's how you'll figure it all out. No one else has a truth that can be loaned, so you can have to find your own. You have to find your own. You have to find your own. And the one that sets your soul alight and finds your own. Finding your own. Yes, find which works for you. Yeah. If you've ever rung a chat line, there are some good people on it. It's not all that. I just burnt out quite badly on it a couple of times. I keep trying again because for me it makes sense that I can earn an income that way. But every time I tried it, I just, landed on my butt again. Because I just found the emotional intensity. It's like over the years, I've got more sensitive to that sort of thing. Because I couldn't go from one state to the next, and I disappointed myself. So in other words, you put the phone down on a really, really hard call, somebody going through really, really tough stuff, and then you've got another one, and then you got another one, and then you got a frivolous one, and then you got one who just wants to sort of make you look like an idiot. Those are all sort of part of it. But it's like one after the next after the next. I was dealing with my own emotions, and it was just too much. But yeah, we just keep swimming.
Going. You're better than this than you think. Dark Moon Radio.
Yeah. I think these jingles are just for me. They're not really for you. They just sort of keep me going. But I do believe there's a little bit of sunshine. Yay! Sunshine on the canals. Yeah, as I said, I went for a little walk yesterday. And watching the sun come out from the clouds and stuff. It's the towpath. If you are ever near a canal, go and visit by the canal. Just go and sit by the water. It is a man-made thing. So, in other words, it can deal with a lot, and it has been dealt with a lot. And you get huge fishes, pikes, and the fisher people are up and down quite a lot. They're sitting there on the banks. They've got nets where they have to throw them back. Now, okay, I am not a fisherman. I will eat fish. I guess that's the bit. But they don't. They throw them all back again. That's part of their license. And I'm like, what? So you spend all day catching lots of fish, and then you throw them back again. So you got nothing to show for it. I don't know. I don't understand. Sirens. So hear their chew, let waters spin. Don't flee the voice that sings within. Every heart that's ever bled knows beauty born from what's long dead. Each note a tear, each word a flame. They sang of loss, they named the name. When darkness took her to the deep, they failed their vow they could not keep. Before desire refined their grace, they walked with Persephone's face, handmaidens bright of the maiden's art, who lost the goddess and broke apart. When darkness took her to the deep, they failed their vow they could not keep. Wings were given, pain was sown, to the seas forever flown. Their voices keened through endless skies, not meant to lure, but to baptize. Each note a tear, each word a flame. They sang of loss, they named the name. They were not temptress nor deceit, but mourning made of rhyme and heat. Their island ringed with bones and foam, a temple built from grief and home. The sailors came, not fools but known, by sorrow's pulse, by aching tone, for every heart that's ever bled knows beauty born from what's long dead. Odysseus, bound but not afraid, knew danger lies where souls betrayed. It's not the song that pulls apart, but drowning in your restless heart. Sirens rise, no longer shamed, they've broken Odysseus, bound more unafraid. They wield their wounds, their seas refrain. They turn their sorrow into a rain. So hear their tune and let waters spin. Don't fleer the voice that sings within. For grief transmuted, truth sets free, no longer becomes the song, their brokenness that makes you be. So hear their tune, let waters spin. Their voice is keen, don't through endless skies that sings, not meant to lure, but to baptize. Transmuted, truth is set free, and it becomes the song that makes you be. Darkness took her to the deep. Sirens, sirens, handmaidens of maiden goddesses. They failed to protect her. They didn't start as predators. They began as memories. They are echoes of an ancient wound, a sorrow that was never answered. Each note a tear, each word a flame, they sang of loss, they named the name. They were not temptresses, nor deceit, but mourning maid of rhythm, rhyme. The grief transmuted, truth can set you free. Become the song that makes you be. A little sad. Yeah, the sirens, the ones they lured men to their deaths with their song. Odysseus tied himself to the mast so that he wouldn't jump overboard and swim to the beautiful songs. But they were cursed by Diometer because they were meant to have looked after her daughter, but Persephone got stolen by Hades and taken off down to the underworld, and the sirens failed in their duty to protect her. It's like all these Greek tales. I used to love Greek tales, and I still do, but now I look at them with shows the limits of people and their limits. Okay, let's play something. We're coming up to the 10 o'clock mark. I'm only going to do till 10, so let's play Lilith. Since that was the sirens, let's play, this is the short version of Lilith. I did a longer one. Yeah, this one's, so we'll play Lilith. Another story into myth and legends. There are so many stories of Lilith. Lilith, a goddess, a temptress, a demoness, a bearer of children, or a killer of children. Yeah, lots and lots of, I use legacy, lots of her legacy. If she was one person or many, we don't know. We don't have that information. But all we know is that the myth of Lilith is of a strong woman who told the patriarchy to get stuffed. Basically told Adam and God to go away. She didn't need either of them. And that's always been quite attractive. I'm not someone who believes in gods. If you like, I would say atheist or agnostic, but yeah, I believe in myself, and I believe in nature. I believe in consciousness. But gods, archetypes, people create their gods. I think most gods, all gods, are people created. And it's fine if you need gods, or an archetype is good. But if my archetype would be Lilith. I will do my own way. I will try not to sort of make waves, but if it makes waves, too bad. But that, yes, I would say Lilith is as close to as a god as a goddess I will um, I will come towards. Just leaving, I'd say leaving offerings or sort of calling on the archetype. Yeah, it's a kind of a personal thing, gods. I think they should be personal, and Lilith is certainly personal for me. One of my early books, still found on Amazon, the bastards, it's called An Autobiography of a Goddess, where I wrote a story, a science fiction fantasy story. But please don't buy it on Amazon, because Amazon locked me out of my account. So don't buy my books on Amazon, because I don't get a penny for it. And it's just very annoying. It's also, I needed to update it. I have updated it. It was nearly 20 years ago when I first put that out on Amazon. So yeah, it's been a while. And my spelling was really bad. I had no one to edit it. And of course now AI is a wonderful editor. As long as you tell it to leave everything alone, do not flatten it out. I don't care about the grammar, it's the way I want to do it. Just do the spellings, please. But yes, the Autobiography of a Goddess was my ode to Lilith. Say her name, Lilith, say your own with pride. Speak it like a spell, love, speak it far and wide. You were never meant to shrink, you were born to fly. Sacred refusals in your very own battle cry. I will not be denied, I will not be denied. I will not be. I was made from the same earth, the same sacred clay. They wrote me a script where I'd kneel and obey. Said, bow down, stay small, know your place in the sky. But my spine was forged in starlight, and my heart would not harden. So I spoke the secret name with power in my throat, grew wings from my resistance, and spread wings I rose. They can call me demon, paint me villain in their tale, which the wild one, the one that would not break them in their I am every woman rising from the sovereign choice she makes. I am the midnight howling, I am power personified. So here's to every woman who's been labelled difficult and cold, who outgrew the spaces that demanded that she stays controlled. Here's to evolution that feels like exile at the start, to the initiated ones who've claimed their sovereign heart. We are not broken, we are not lost or led astray, we're just done with self-betrayal and done with giving ourselves away. Watch us sprout wings from our sacred righteous rage. Watch us. I am the sacred refusal. I am the holy no. The woman who chose freedom over the only love she'd known. I am the dark moon rising. The truth. I will not be denied. I will not shrink. I will not hide. From the same earth we were fashioned, from the same breath we were born, but I will not play submission. I will not be worn and torn. I choose exile over the smallness. I choose truth over their lies. I choose moon. I choose wholeness. I choose me, and I choose to rise. Say her name, Lilith, say your own with pride. Speak it like a spell, love, speak it far and wide. You were never meant to shrink, you were born to fly. Sacred refusals in your very own battle cry. I will not be denied, I will not be denied. I will not be the wild one, the one that would not break. I am every woman rising from the sovereign choice she makes. I am the midnight howling. I am power personified. I am Lilith's legacy, and I finally come alive. I've finally come alive. Oh, I don't know about that. That's debatable. Okay, we've come to the end of the show this morning. Thank you for your company. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I'm going to play a song and then I shall disappear, mostly solitary. There we go. Love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. I will speak to you again tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock. See you there.
You knew my story. You did. You heard my story. You knew me. I showed you me. It is why I'm mostly solitary. You knew my story. Perhaps I should have held back. I heard yours, yet didn't judge. I felt judged when you cast me away. And yet I do understand. It wasn't just you that I would have hit back with emotion. But it is why I'm mostly solitary. Did you see that within you? I know. I also know that you think I hit back with emotion. But I would never hit back. Not when I'm yet that was never my way. I did try to explain, but failed. It's happened before and will happen again. Do you see that? That's why I'm mostly solitary. What does that mean of my reflection? So many people see my biggest pain is that I know I will reach out again I try to explain to someone lovely and wise and bright just like you. To hope to be seen and heard is a foolish thing. It's happened before and will happen again. I know how it starts, and I know the end so well now. That is why. That's why I'm mostly solitary. To hope to be seen and heard is such a foolish thing. That is why I'm mostly solitary.